Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Himami Bulqiyah Z. I'm from class TB82 and my number is 2019-6084. Okay, I want to explain about chapter 5, functional theories of translation. The introduction. Functional theories from Germany in the 1970 until 1980 mark a move away from linguistic typologies towards a consideration of culture. Text type. Her functional approach aimed initially at systematizing the assessment of translation. It borrows from the categorization of the three functions of language by German psychologist and linguist Karl Willer. The first, informative function. The second, expressive function, and the third, appellative function. Characteristic of each text type as follows. The first, informative text type. The second, expressive text type, and the third, operative text type. The fourth, audio media text. Translation action. Translation action views translation as purpose-driven, outcome-oriented human interaction. Interlingual translation is described as translatorial action from a source text. The initiator, the company or individual who needs the translation. The commissioner, the individual or agency who contacts the translator. The ST producer, the individual within the company who write. The TT producer, the translator, and the translation agency of our department. The TT user, for example, a teacher using a translated textbook or a RIP using sales brochure. The TT receiver, for example, the student using the textbook in the teacher class or client reading the translate sales brochure. Translatorial action focus very much on producing a TT that is functionally communicative for the receiver. Translatorial action from a source text. The initiator, the company or individual who needs the translation. The commissioner, the individual or agency who contacts the translator. The ST producer, the individual within the company who write. The TT producer, the translator, and the translation agency of our department. Next, Scopus theory. Scopus is the Greek word for aim or purpose and was introduced into translation theory in the technical term for the purpose of a translation and of the action of translating. Rees and Vermeer aim for a general translation theory for all texts. The first part sets out a detailed explanation of Vermeer's Scopus theory. The second part, specific theory, adapt Rees' functional text type model to the general theory. Translation-oriented text analysis. Documentary translation serves as a document of a search culture communication between the author and the ST recipient. Three aspects of functionalist approach that are of particular way of translator training. There are the first, the importance of the translation commission, the second, the role of ST analysis, and the third, the functional hierarchy of translation problem. Okay, that's all from me. I think enough. Thank you for attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.